Christmas and Happy New Year. This is JP. Sorry I haven't been available. We've been very busy recently. Please, please, if you enjoy the content, like and subscribe. We would appreciate that. And let's get on with the video.
Sounds good, JP. So I know you mentioned to me you wanted to talk a little bit about the landscape of the current NBA. We're getting into the middle of the season a little bit here. So tell me, what are some things that are interesting to you? Who are some players that you've noticed have been popping off so far this year?
We talked a few times on who would win the MVP, but at this point, everybody's going at it. Yeah, I can't pick. If in terms of who's going to win MVP, I had to pick five guys.
Okay.
Giannis has been crazy the past 7 games. He has like at least 30, 35 and 35 and 12 and 2 blocks a game, I think.
Mm-hmm.
He was my pick. But you got guys like Luka Doncic, who I thought was Will, putting up 60, 21 and 10. I thought it was Will putting up those numbers. Then you got guys like Joel Embiid, who had a 50 and 10 game that same night, but went under the radar.
Yeah.
I really love how Donovan Mitchell is playing too.
Mm-hmm.
I think he kind of struggled in last year's playoffs against the Mavs, but I think now that he's in Cleveland, he's starting to redeem himself, and is a legit candidate for MVP.
Yeah.
So that's a few guys.
Yeah, and with those guys that you mentioned, yeah, it's kind of the point in the season where we can see some of the storylines progressing. In terms of teams, what's interesting to me is how good the Nets have been playing lately. What do you think about the Nets? Who would you say is going to come out the East now? Just looking at where everybody's playing right now.
Honestly, at the start of the season, I was slandering the Brooklyn Nets. I just didn't think with all the off-court drama that KD, Kyrie, and Ben Simmons would be able to play together. But now it looks like they're starting to come together. They're a top 3 seed in the East.
Mm-hmm.
And this Nets team is so random that whether they come out of the East or lose in the first round, I wouldn't be surprised. But
what about the West? What do you think?
I wanted to talk about the Timberwolves.
Okay.
Because what they did with the Rudy Gobert trade, I think is happening far too often. We see too many times where teams will give up several draft picks and basically scrap their entire future to get a superstar in return and to win right now. But as great as a defender Rudy Gobert is, he isn't even a superstar. I said at the start of the season, Gobert isn't that kind of player who can elevate a team. He's kind of a complementary piece. A part of me thought that and I understand that the Wolves needed a guy like Gobert who can rebound and defend. But now we got 2 big guys clogging the lane. And
I thought that last year when the trade happened, I was worried about that. The big men, how they would be compatible.
Both Cat and Rudy Gobert, even though Rudy's a great defender, he's still slow-footed, as well as Cat. So any small ball lineup will be able to destroy those 2 in the front court.
Yeah.
And it's not just this. As the same thing happened to the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not just talking about with Russ. I love Anthony Davis. You know how much I like him. He's one of the best players in the world. But in 2020, the Lakers gave up several young guys and several draft picks in return for Davis.
Yeah.
For for one championship in the bubble in 2020, and since then they've been a disaster.
So is it worth it? They won a chip. They got a chip out of it, but is it worth it?
I'm pretty sure. I don't think that their intentions was to win one championship and then fall apart for the rest of the and then collapse. I think they wanted to keep contending, but they won once, got bounced in the first round, missed the playoffs, on the verge of missing the playoffs again.
You could tell Bron is not happy.
So what do you think LeBron is going to do? Do you think he'll want out?
Yes. Yeah, I think his statement earlier this week when he said that he's not playing basketball just to play basketball, he wants to compete. I think
they're not competing.
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying. I think he's going to want out. He's going to, I don't know where, I don't know what the landing spot would be
Cleveland?
for him, but go back home.
Crawling back to Cleveland.
Yeah, I could see, I don't know. That'd be crazy.
I don't think,
for a third time.
I don't think as hilarious as it would be, I don't think Cleveland should do it. Like I said, I think they have a great thing going with Darius Garland, exactly. Donovan Mitchell, and Jared Allen. Why blow that up for a 38-year-old LeBron James?
38-year-old is young. That's young, man. That's what, 5 years younger than me. That's young.
You talking, old head.
Old head, oh man. So with that, good thoughts on some of the NBA for this episode there, and some players and some of the teams in the movements there. What do you think we're going to cover in the next episode, man?
There's several things that I want to do that I can't just pick one. Possibly a part 2 of the best defenders of all time, maybe.
Yeah, we could cover some more of that. Could talk about a little bit more of it. So yeah, sounds good. So everybody just stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in to this episode. JP, anything else you want to say before we sign off?
Well, I wanted to show you guys this.
Awesome.
It was a gift that I got for Christmas. Quick shout out. Thanks
shout
a
out
lot.
to Therese, our friend Therese, who got that for JP. Thank you so much.
Yeah, quick shout out. JP show was on the air, but now it's time for us to sign off.
Take care, y'all.